Hi, I'm Brian Russell, and I want to talk with you today about starting your new life today. Life's a journey. We often talk about goals and the need to pursue them. But what's vital to remember is that the meaning of life is often found in the journey and not simply in the destination. Goals are critical because they give us targets to shoot for, but there's always going to be the need for new ones because deep down on the inside, we have this deep need for growth to be able to make a contribution to others. And so one of the critical things is for our growth then is to set goals and never put off pursuing those goals that are dearest to what's in the deepest part of ourselves. We can't ever put those off for someday down the road. Let me tell you a story about my grandfather. My grandfather worked on the assembly lines in Akron, Ohio at Goodyear Tire and Rubber for almost 40 years. Think about that. And with a few adjustments year in and year out, he essentially did the same menial task and repetitive task over and over and over, day after day, month after month, year after year. Now, positively, those were good union jobs in those days, so that provided him with a financial foundation for his family so he could have a modest home, he could raise his children, he could drive a late model car, and he could carve out a small piece of the American dream. But the problem is it brought him little fulfillment. And my abiding memory of my grandfather was how much he disliked his job. He loathed it for its mind-numbing repetitiveness. And instead, he lived for the weekends where he could get his car out, he could wash it, wax it, shine it up. He could go out for breakfast at his favorite local breakfast joint there in Akron. And yearly, he would take a small vacation, a week or two, drive east out of Ohio into the Pennsylvania countryside where he'd visit with his family. The tragedy, though, of my grandfather's life was in his continual postponement of his real dreams. And sadly, I don't even know what those were, but I do know that my grandfather was longing to find happiness and contentment in his retirement. So he laid everything on the future. And when I'm retired, everything's going to be great. He expected to find his golden years to be full of abundance and joy, time with family, and to enjoy that happiness that he never experienced during his work years. But the problem is, by postponing his happiness for some time down the road, he never found it. Because as he approached his retirement age, when he was just in his early 60s, his beloved wife died suddenly because it was discovered that she had a rapidly advancing cancer, and she literally passed away. My grandmother did within about 6 months of finding out that she had the disease. Heartbroken then and in poor health himself, my grandfather didn't even live another year after his wife died, and he passed away, always waiting, always hoping, always wanting, but never arriving. I love my grandfather very much, and in a sense, I dedicate this talk really to him because I want to honor his life by avoiding the fundamental error that he made. He had put off living his life, put off that life of his dreams, that life that he felt that he was created to live until his retirement years, and those years never arrived. So we must embrace abundance and happiness as a way of life now. If we're working to actively find happiness and fulfillment in the present, the good news is we're going to likely find it in the future as well. Now, that doesn't mean that we're never going to have bad days, we're not going to have challenges, or we're not going to feel frustrated maybe in our current circumstances. But when you're taking action every single day to advance a goal, you enjoy life as a journey. And so the challenge for us, actually, if you don't hear anything else, here's the key. We need to begin to pursue our dreams, our desires, and our goals every day, or at least most days, in some tangible way. Some days it might be a great leap forward. Other days it may simply be getting out of bed and taking a baby step towards that life that we're called to live. Because when we embrace our truest and deepest dreams, by taking actions, whether small or large, every single day and make towards making them a reality, we're going to gain a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Because ultimately, what is satisfaction? It's the pursuit of a noble goal. It's the pursuit of the things that God puts inside of us. It's never things, it's never money. It's going to be moving towards something good with people that you love. So what do you want? What do you really want? When you close your eyes and dream, what is it that's on your heart? What are you waiting for? If you already know what it is, begin to take baby steps today. Don't put off for tomorrow what your heart longs for today. Take action on it, even again, if it's just taking a small step. Don't wait to live. Start your new life today. I'm Brian Russell. I'm your professor for life. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.